Hello. How's it going? Hang on. Let me just I need to move myself around a little. There we go. Oh, something's not working. 1 second. There we go. Hold on. Hey there, Moss. I hopefully will have fun. We're gonna be deciphering the language today, with any luck. After, of course, I finish figuring out why my model has decided to be unkind to me. To get up to the bonfire I'm looking for. And okay. So at this point, we've beaten the game. We've gotten both endings. We've discovered most of the game's puzzles. Discovered that my frame rate is not happy right now. And we've discovered the Rosetta Stone of the game's language. So, I think the plan is, before anything else, I need to grab this. And we need to pop this screenshot. Over into an MS Paint window. And then we're going to take MS Paint and bring it up on stream. Yeah, my computer's just not super happy today. Okay. Where's my paint window? There it is. And why is chat hiding? Okay. So let's see how we want to set this up. Just move everything around. And we're good. Okay. So, we've got a few things going on here. First thing is... I'm noticing that there are two patterns here. There are inside patterns and outside patterns. Up at the top here, these are kind of all the outside patterns, and then these are all the inside patterns. And that tells me these are most likely going to be combination letters. My assumption is that they'll probably be some sort of core component and a modifier. And the other thing, which kind of confirms this for me, is this bit right here. Let me make that a bigger brush, actually. This bit here, we've got what I can presume to be Fox. I am aware what Vera said. Um, I did also say that I was pointedly ignoring that. However, however, here's something interesting. I've come to this conclusion anyway, because of something interesting. One thing that Juman said is that this game, learning the game's mechanics is a lot like learning musical notation, learning how to read music. And that led me to an interesting concept. You might notice the language kind of looks like reading music. Notes above and below a bar. And there's been more than a few places in the game where the language has been used in musical contexts. So, it's very clearly a sound-based language, which means phonetic. And I'm going to try and do this without resorting to the International Phonetic Alphabet, which I don't know very well, but I know exists. But we'll use that as a fallback plan. Oh, I did forget to post it in my own Discord, didn't I? Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so every sentence has these kind of lines going on, and specifically, every word is a line. And so we've got kind of this situation where one line equals one word. And there's my mouse handwriting. I'm also doing a lot of this on a notepad as well, and that's going to make this interesting because I'm doing it twice. But this does something very interesting. Haha. What this does for us is this gives us a few situations where we have singular letters, so to speak, in a lot of these places. And one that's really catching my eye is this one that you can see on the treasure chest page, which just looks like that. And the other thing I want to look at is you can see this, I assume to be Fox. It's either Fox or Hero is kind of my assumption. And then we've got another one here, which is presumably Sword. Now we have to figure out how this makes sense. But here's something else interesting is we have this same symbol here, which is this one right here. And then we've got it with either this modifier or this modifier. Making it, of course, either that or that. And now comes the hard part. Okay. So I want to look at some more examples where I think we can pick out some individual letters here. And here's the other thing that I'm noticing. That might be a Z. I'm going to come back to that. Because if it's phonetic, it may not be a Z. It might be a totally different sound. So here's where we have something potentially interesting. Another thing that I'm noticing letters are split in half. So, for example, if I go back to the end here, or sorry, it's back on this treasure chest page. So if I zoom back in on this letter here, you can clearly see that this letter here, like that third word in, that is this right here. Just with the center line indicating that it's a word. And I think what that does is that confirms for me that this kind of confirms one of the questions I had. One of the questions I was thinking about is, does the top and bottom of each letter mean anything? And the answer is no. You can ignore the center line. The top cipher is the outside. The bottom cipher is the inside. So you could see on this letter, that was what I was looking at with these letters earlier, where you can see that this is, where is it? That is this cipher right here, combined with either that letter or, oh, not that one, this one. Those are the two that it combines with. So every letter is a combination of an outside and an inside segment. And that is going to make this interesting. What was I? Yes, there are a lot of possible combinations here. Let me look at... Okay, here's a couple of interesting things. So we have these groups of letters on pages 20 and 23, as well as 41. So now comes the question of what are pages 20, 23, and 41? And let me kill that since we don't need it. Let's check page 20. 20 may not give as much of anything here. Here's something that might be interesting. Here for the well, this I suspect may be make a wish. Yeah, there's some item things that I'm gonna look at for sure. But I believe this might be make a wish, so I'm gonna jot that down for a second. Might not be. Hey, Jimon, welcome in. You have to give me just a second. I am jotting this down. It may not be, but we'll come back to it as a clue. Jimon, since you weren't here earlier, what I am attempting to do, as foolish as it may perhaps be, is I'm gonna try and do this without. I've kind of come to the conclusion that this probably is phonetic. I came to that conclusion. I think I told you about this. But I'm gonna try and do this without the aid of like the international phonetic language yet. I want to see if I can do this first without relying on that. But we have a couple of clues so far. What I think we have so far is so we have Fox. And I'm pretty sure that if this is Fox, then that means that this letter, whoops, if I can actually draw it, this letter is probably the ah sound, Fox. And then this letter is probably the X sound. Or that like, you know? And then, of course, that leaves this one as an F sound. However, I don't know how this plays in with the modifier because we have that same internal portion of the symbol. It's that same internal portion. Oh no, it's not the same. I've done a mistake. Because yeah, it's missing that little top segment. So it's actually this internal segment without the top segment. And then that makes a lot more sense because if we have this just by itself, then that's an X sound. But if we add that modifier, which is that right there, that does something with an S sound. So they are similar sounds. Oh, is my model glitching again? Let me look at 23. 23 still may not give us much. And 41 after the cathedral. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to be going for next. We do have one other hint here under HP. But I'll come back to that in just a second. Similar thing to sword. You are correct. Good eye. This right here, that is definitely the same thing. So I think we can definitively say that that's going to be sword. Now it's sword of something. But we know that it was the air. That was the boss fight. So that might be kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Because the interesting thing is that we're used to, as English speakers, we're used to the word the being a three-letter word. But if you think about it, that's a single syllable. And that tells me these are probably syllables. Which... okay. So I am considering. I think one of these glyphs is most likely a consonant, and one is a vowel, for lack of a better word. It's not exactly a vowel because it's phonetic, but I think that's kind of how this is going to play. I don't have really the good terminology for this. But that does a lot of interesting things. Um, so I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Um, I would assume that this translates into English because otherwise it would not be really feasible to translate. Um, not for the average person, anyway. Um, it might be its own grammatical structure and everything, but I tend to think that that's not. I tend to think that that's a step too far. Oh, this text is heinous. Hang on. Why is it? Oh, oh, oh. Why is it in Comic Sans? Okay. No, no, that's a level even I won't stoop to. Um, but there we go. That could be Sword of the Air, which ah, this is gonna be interesting because that last letter in here, if that's the sentence structure. Oh, okay. Not consonants, not vowels. Open lips or closed lips, I think, is what the difference is. Because if you, or like maybe not lips, but like an open or a closed sound. Or front of the mouth or back of the mouth. Trying to think about like how can your mouth make different noises, and that's kind of how. And I'm thinking about this because if this is Sword of the Air, air by itself is a single syllable and it's a single sound, and no part of your mouth makes contact with itself in making that sound. Like if you make that sound with your mouth, your palate doesn't touch, your tongue doesn't touch, your lips don't touch, etc. Versus something like sword, where in order to make that sword sound, you have to lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Like you have to lift your tongue to your palate in order to get that like S sound. So I think that's where we're at. So I'm gonna make a note of this. Um, my notepad is where I'm putting a lot of these. Um, my notepad is where I'm drawing these out instead of on MS Paint, just because that's a little easier. What I'm curious about. Oh, fan, is it still coming through? That's weird. It is not showing up. It's not showing up as coming through unless I'm talking, and then obviously my voice comes through. Well, something I'll have to deal with, I guess. Also, welcome on in, Red. Um, Here's something I'm curious about because we've seen it in a couple of places. Um, there's a few places where we see this little circle at the bottom of a letter. And this I'm curious about because that's not present. It's not present anywhere in here. So, my current thinking, I wonder if that reverses the direction of the sounds. But I don't know. And then let me finish jotting this down. Okay. No, that does not appear in the cipher. Um, Here's another set of symbols that I'm interested in, which is this set here. We may have to come back to this, but there's a lot in there. That seems like something to maybe decipher later. Oh. Here's an idea. Oh. Oh ho! We have something. Okay. These letters in blue. The other two... Oh, that's a good call. I'll come back to that. Here's a couple of things. We have, potentially, magic orb. Maybe. And... Or... that might mean mana or something. Hello! Welcome in, Max. Here's the other thing that I'm noticing, though. We have a couple letters in blue up there. We have these letters in blue here. These letters in blue here are the same ones that we saw titling page 41. That has me very curious. I would like to know what these letters are. What was page 41? And that was that, of course. But I'm also curious, of course. I want to see if this set appears anywhere. And one thing I'm noticing is that there is a similar-ish set that appears for page 23. Looks like that first segment is somewhat similar, but it's not quite the same. It also looks like that's 3 different letters. Okay. here's where we may have something else interesting. This is at least 5 letters, if not more. So we look on the musical cross here. Let's break this down for a second and see what letters we've got. On the left side, we've got this letter. On the top side, we've got this letter. My handwriting is terrible. On the right side, we've got one sec, I need to check. Yeah, this should continue. They might be compass directions. They could also be the singular letters. So if you think about it, like maybe this is an N, maybe this is a W sound. Like not obviously W, but the W. And then what's that last one? We've got that one there. So those are the 4 letters that we're dealing with there. Those might be compass directions. They could be something totally different. I want to look for... Oh. We may have something here. So this is page 30. Hero's Grave, perhaps. Oh. Wait, here's something. Look at the last 3 letters of the teleport pad. Let me pull this up. The last 3 letters of the teleport pad line up with these same 3 letters, which means I don't think this says teleport pad. What I think this is... I need to see if there's a way to confirm. What I think this really means is that this first one here is a 2. So this says to that location. And I think this is further given because we have... Yeah. We have the same first 2 letters there. Followed by another set of letters. I think we've seen those letters. perhaps not. But let's grab another hint here. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab both of these. I'm gonna make my canvas a lot bigger here. Here's the other thing that I'm noticing is we've got this handy dandy character right here, pointing to page 24. And let's see, have we seen that somewhere before? The answer is almost. I think this is actually, what this is actually 3 characters. This is this character, which is an inside character. We have this character. Then we have this character. So we have 3 separate characters here, as much as it doesn't really look like it. It's 24. Oh, let's not forget this either, which incidentally has those same starting characters. So those 2 starting characters are absolutely going to be like geographically related. Yeah, I think it comes up often because they're directions, you know? So, it's saying to or from a location. Goes to, yeah, something like that. 24. 24. This one's interesting. So, here, we see the same first 2 characters here. See the same first 2 characters followed by a different 3rd character. We also may have another... We may have another hint here. So, in order to do this prayer, what you have to do is you have to press and hold A. Could be pray. What I'm looking at, however, is above the controller here. No worries, Max. Thanks for stopping by anyway. this is the translation above that. And what I'm really interested in is this. And can't help but notice they've left the and symbol in there, which is almost certainly designed as a way of giving us a clue. I need more canvas space. So this is almost certainly press and hold. The tail is so good though. So what this maybe gives us. Oh, I think I have noticed that at some point. I don't think I've commented on it, but I think I have noticed it. Interesting. Okay. So we have 3 characters in the first word, which I assume has to be press. So we've got that character, that character, and then this character. This character, you might notice, is shared with Fox. Ah, okay. I think we have a breakthrough here. I think I understand this. Oh god, having to do this on MS Paint and on Notepad sucks. I need so much more screen space. Okay. Let me... the drawing tablet is not currently set up. Okay, but here's what we got. So, we have... let me come do it up here. Or down here, perhaps. So, we have this symbol. And what this is fa. Then we have this symbol, which does look a little bit like a K. And this is that K sound. And then we have this symbol, which is the S sound. Fox. Oh, yeah, that's part of why I'm doing it like this. But... God damn it. Not yet, we don't. What this gives us is insight onto a couple of specific letters. And I believe what this also means is outer segments. are basically the vowel type sounds, and inner segments are consonants. Where was... Okay. Don't know if there's another good... Counterclockwise. Interesting. So I don't I don't necessarily think so, but I will keep that in mind. I'm also noticing, just before I go too far, the first two letters here are this letter here, which we've seen obviously in multiple places now, and hang on, this one, sorry, this pair of letters here. That's what these two are. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, on that note, sword. So, sword, we have this, which we know to be an S. We have this. I don't know what that is. And then we have this symbol. This, like, kind of peace sign symbol. That I'm really curious about. So we may need more on that. But this gives us still a lot to work with. I think what we have here, pretty sure that this is a P. That little note. I'm pretty sure that this is the RE sound. And the R and the E sound. And this is an S, which will be, of course, a singular S because it's phonetic and does not need that second S. So that tells me that this is probably the S sound. This is probably the R sound. And now we are making a lot of progress. Okay. Hold. Hold is the other one. This is convenient because I'm pretty sure that that straight line up and down is just the L sound. I'm pretty sure that that means that this is a D sound. Ooh. Ah, okay. So, sword. I'm gonna come back to sword for a second. Sword. There's no W. The W is a myth. What this really is this is an or sound. And then that means that this is the D sound. I'm also writing these down still. Zord and sword. Yeah, maybe. I do, however, think no, I do think it's the S sound and not the Z sound because we know that this is press and it's that same internal part of the symbol. What we've got now is this. And I'm pretty sure that this will be HO. So we suddenly have a lot to work with. Yes, I was also thinking about that because I'm pretty sure that is exactly what that symbol was, but it may not be a Z sound. It might be more of a like it might be there's a lot of different ways that snoring is represented in a lot of different cultures, and it's not always with Z sounds. Many different cultures represent it with more of an S sound or a sh sound or something like that. So I do tend to think it's going to be the softer version of that sound. I also do think that there will be a different symbol, potentially a very similar looking symbol that is that harder Z sound. Uh, and like I said, like there is an international phonetic alphabet. I don't know what that alphabet is. So we are figuring this out as we go. Um, However, something I'm going to do. I think I need to grab this and I need to start charting this out so I can see what I have and what I don't have. This I will do on my notepad because I need the extra space. So bear with me for a moment while I write these down. Here's something else interesting I'm noticing. Red, you might be onto something with the clockwise slash counterclockwise because I'm noticing some kind of clusters of symbols here. But if you notice, like this is kind of a down arrow followed by a down arrow with a thing on the side, and then kind of moves on from there. So I do think that similar sounds will probably look somewhat similar. I need water. Um, let's see. I'm really intrigued by this row of 4 symbols where it's just a singular line. And I'm also intrigued because there is no variation of this outside portion. There's no variation of this where it forms a complete ring on those outside letters. And that's interesting to me. I'm currently filling out my notepad here. Give me a sec. Where did I... okay, there it is. So we know that this symbol on the outside is the ah sound. We know that this symbol here on the outside is the eh sound. This interesting. Something very interesting happens here. I think these might be E sounds. These might be A sounds. We might see then a group of O sounds somewhere, etc. We'll have to see to confirm. But let's see. We have the or sound. And we have this one, which is the O sound. I think that's all the vowels that we definitively have right now. So let me then go and write down these consonants. I am noticing something interesting with the consonants, which is that we have this one right here, and that one is all of the available lines. Let's see, we know that this one is that D sound. And then we've seen one of these. Let me check. So that's K. That one there is that K sound. So I'll call it the CK sound. And then this one we know as well. This one here. That one is this F sound. And then this is the one that we've been working with. There's that S sound. I am writing these all down on a notepad, so be a little bit slow on the screen for a moment. And, you know what? I wonder if the Z sound is this one right next to it that's flipped. The hard version of that sound. Some of these are a little hard to read. This fox has bad handwriting. And here's that one that we just found, which we know to be the L sound. Okay. And we also had a few others. Okay. Now we have some insight. Here's the other one, is this. This clearly will be an H sound, like the soft H. Now, with those under our belt, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, I've missed one. We also have, of course, the P. And then that means, so let's see, we had this is the S sound, this would be the R sound. What's interesting about this so far is it actually fairly closely mirrors a lot of our English letters. So this is H, which looks like a lowercase h. this is R, and this is P. That's fascinating to me, and I think this will possibly give us a few more things to work with as well. And of course, the L is just a straight line. D, I'm not so sure about. Oh, yes, D looks like a lowercase d. And of course, the S kind of looks like an S, but with a line through it. Kind of looks like a dollar sign. And I think that's going to start giving us... Yeah, okay. So, let's go check out the Sleeping Spirit. And let's see if we see the S letter or if we see the flipped version. If you see the flipped version, I think it's pretty safe to say that that will be a Z sound. Actually, this may be in the instruction booklet somewhere too. But I think it's good to come to the nighttime anyway, because you can now talk and get dialogue from a whole bunch of spirits. There's that sleeping one down here. There. Yes! Yeah, okay. So I think this symbol, the opposite of the S symbol, is probably the Z. I'm intrigued about, well, this, but perhaps we'll come back to this. Okay. Oh, here's something very interesting. So on this page, we've been looking at these a couple of times back and forth. I was trying to figure out what orientation these are supposed to be read in. And the answer is, if you look up here, that little dot there tells us that that's the bottom. So I don't think we've seen that on the top of any of these. So I'm going to make a note of these. More for reference, not to actually be useful. Potion, HP, attack, SP, MP, defense. And here's something else I want to see. We saw something in an HP thing earlier. I want to see if it's similar to this. But for now, let's get these down. These... Oh, I might just have to handwrite these. It could be the item names. Um, you know what? I have a good way to check this. So, we can see potion here. It starts with that letter that we know to be P. So I think it's a safe bet that this is potion. The other test here will be... it may break down here. Oh, powder. Maybe. Um, Let me think. You know what? Hmm. These will be tricky. Let me get these written down as individual symbols, and then we can break them apart. So the potion is this symbol. Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, this is... This one's tricky, because I'm pretty sure that's the S symbol again. This one here. I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. Oh, oh. Interesting thing I've just noticed. Very interesting thing I've just noticed. Okay. The reason why there is no vowel sound that forms a full circle is because no vowel sounds fill in the right side. They only ever use the left side, and this allows letters to be strung together like this. Because if you see letters strung together like that, you know that that big vertical line is part of that letter and not the letter previous. Okay. Now here's something else interesting. We know that this is the O sound. We also know that I screwed up these first couple of letters. Because this is only 2 letters, not 3. This should be like this. And then like that. And we know that this one here, let me take down the size here. This here, we know is the ah sound. But we don't know what that consonant is. But we know that that consonant is shared over here. No, we don't, because it's got that bit. It's got that little bit there. And we also don't know what this is. So, one more downward line in the upper right of the O symbol. Oh, no, you're right. There is another line in the O symbol. The actual O symbol looks like this. But I got too far ahead of myself. We don't know what this symbol is yet. So the only thing we know is we know that there's an ah sound and an s sound. But let's see if we can do anything with any of these other ones. Oh, no, I don't know. Never mind. Ignore that thought. HP. What have we got? We've got. I wish this game would stop muting itself whenever I was tabbed out. Not that there's a whole lot of sound in the first place. But Yes, I think it will help, but I want to see if I can use these as clues for some stuff. HP, we've got this symbol. Oh, I'm so bad at this right now. Um, I think we've seen something similar to this. We do, however, know this symbol here. That is definitely an F. We don't know. I don't think we know what that is. No. Oh, we do. Ah. You know what I think these might be? I think these might be the location names. Because if this is an F, O, and an F and an OR sound, this might be forest. Although, the interesting thing is that this HP one, it ends on that S sound. So it might be forest. Or it could be something totally different. But let me see. Because we have just a consonant here. Oh. No, 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 no. Hang on. Wait. Where's that page? Fortress. This is fortress. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that this will be a T sound. It looks like a T. That then gives us this. And of course, we know that that is an R sound. Which means that this is probably an R and an E. If that matches, yes, we do know that this is the E sound. This is E, and this is R. So that means this is probably T. Yes. Yes, exactly. Let me look there. Oh, I'm so far zoomed in. Yes! Yes, it does. So this is fortress. That gives us the T. And that also then confirms that these are location names. So, potion. Let's go look at potion again. I'm pretty sure I have a hunch, but I have to remember what it's called. Monastery. Perhaps? Yes, I do think this is monastery. Because I can already see, starting to recognize these. This is kind of nice. I can already see there's the T, there's the S into a T. So, this ah makes sense because it's going to be an ah paired with an M sound. So if I double check that, yeah, okay. So that means this is the M sound. And that makes a lot of sense because M and N, very similar, and the N sound just has this little extra line on it. Now, this is where phonetics become hard because we know that this upper thing, it's not an eh sound, it's more of a monastery. It's not a U sound, it's more like an umlaut sound. Which, you know what? There we go. Maybe not an umlaut sound, but like it's more of a we'll call it the ugh sound. The but then we know that this is the T. And then this. I'm missing something. Okay, so I think the R is silent here, is what's happening. Because this, oops, that is a sound, which is more of a, how do I describe that even? That, I think, is the air sound. Let's check. Because sort of the air. Yes! Yes, that's exactly it. That is this symbol right there. It's the same symbol. So that's the air sound. Yes, I'm very, very happy about this. And then that makes this the hard EE. That's the hard E sound. Okay. Yes. We're making a lot of progress here. Let's go back. Let's look at some of the others. Now that we know that these are location names, this might help us figure out what the dot is. But it's still going to be hard. Okay. So I need to take these in, and I need to rotate them, I think is what needs to happen. So let's come down to defense. So there's defense. Do we know anything about this yet? Kind of. I have a hunch. This is probably going to be garden. The West Garden. Yeah. So this is probably garden. And that means this is probably the G sound, which is very similar to the CK sound. If I can... It's kind of like the inverse of the CK sound. And if you think about it, K and G, like they're very similar, you form them in very similar ways in your mouth. So I think that will be the G sound. Which then leaves whatever that is. I think this will be the R, the pirate's letter. And that would make sense. We saw this as a singular letter before. If this is an R sound, then it would make a lot of sense for a, like, you are or we are or something like that. Like, as a singular word, it's just one syllable. So I think that's what that sound would be. That gives us, of course, the D sound. And the interesting thing is that we have this. I think that this is similar to the eh sound, but I think it's a softer version of it. I think it's a miniaturized because it's not. Hang on. Let's see. Where else have we seen that? Yeah, so I think it's based on the emphasis. So in something like press, it's more of a S, whereas in garden it's more of an N. So it's like a. I'm very bad at this. Um, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. But I do think that that's what this is. And then that leaves this, which we've seen before as, in theory, the N sound in monastery. Yes, it's the same letter. So we've got the M and we've got the N. So that's garden. We are making progress. Let's take a look. Let's look at this one. I don't want to tackle the one at the dot just yet. This We'll have to rewrite this one. But, yep, I do believe that's our lovely S sound, followed by this intriguing letter, followed by what we know to be an M, and what we know to be a P. So that means this is probably the W sound. Yes, because we know that this is ah. So this is probably the wi, which is fun because it's just an inverse M. Okay. So that's the swamp. Was that? Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. That's under SP. Wow. Let's grab. Which one do we want to grab? We'll grab MP. Let's grab this one. And then we'll try and see what we can do with the attack one. Because there's a few different ways that that one could go. Okay. MP. There's also a few ways that this one could go. So let's see what we can do with this. One thing we can recognize. The arrow shape? No. It's up here. I think that this will be library for MP. I don't think there's a map for this. But I'm pretty sure that will be library. So, if I'm reading this correctly, this is like that, which should be an LI, which gives us some insight onto what that I letter is. Now we might also find a B sound. We have this, and pretty sure that's what we'll find there. And we have yeah, that's the R sound. Coupled with just a little bit there. Ah, I've messed up. This belongs to the R. We know this because it's the air sound. So this will be the B, which looks like a lowercase b. So that leaves us with just this, which we also know is the EE sound. It's a library. Man, that looks real fucked up when you actually write it out. Now comes the part where try and figure out what the hell is going on here. We might finally get some insight onto what this circle is. We have, however, seen a couple of these symbols already. Let's go take a look at the map page. Because this is not pointing to this page of the map. It's pointing to this marker. This marker does, in fact, take us to... Where is it? East Forest. Also, the hero's grave. But... let's see... I do already recognize symbols for forest. And I'm kind of enthralled with the fact that I can start reading this now. There was. Let's go look at that. Yeah, it might be a different one. I did. I do remember this. I remember it was one of these overworld signs. And I can't recall which one. I'll come back and see what he says. Is it this one? Aha! So, I don't know if we can translate this just yet, but I will screenshot this. Okay. Let's finish this. Let's see if we can get any new sounds. Because we might get some insight into what this circle means. So, we've got our good friend, the F sound, alongside what is that? the or sound. So yes, this is forest for sure. I think yeah, okay. I think I was right about this. Because this would normally be an S eh, but I think the circle reverses the order. So it's est. I think this is the one bit of punctuation. Now that we know that, that gives us a lot of extra tools to work with. Um, so, can we do anything? So we know that this is probably Sword of the Air. Dog. It's a dog now. Um, 1 moment. Sorry, had to check on something. Okay. So, they would be different because if you think about it, of is a V sound. If you were to write of phonetically, it would be like that, as opposed to that. So they are very different sounds. However, of, we know that the vowel comes first. And anytime we see this dot, I think it's safe to assume the vowel comes first. So, this most likely gives us... So we know that this is sword. We're good here. I don't think we need to do anything with that. This presumably gives us an sound. And then this is most likely a B sound. And checking, hilariously, it is reversed from the F. So, even though they are in fact similar sounds, it's reversed from the F. So I think that's safe to say that's the V. And then that upper thing is almost certainly going to be an sound. Now, let's find out how they've written out the or the. It might be the. Because, yeah, we see this, which we know to be EE, which gives us this, which is almost certainly going to be a TH. Air is just, we know this. It's just that. I wrote it badly. It's just that. Because air does not actually, like that H is silent, doesn't actually exist. But this does give us the TH sound. Now, this gives us a lot more tools to work with. Yes. We will get there. I wanted to see if I can get a few more letters first. Um, so, we thought that this might be 2. I think that's correct. What we've seen so far is that anytime you have two sounds which are very similar but slightly different, they are flipped. So this EE sound. Well, we'll get there. Hang on. So like the F sound is, where is it? The F sound is this. The V sound is this. It's just flipped. And we saw this as well with the CK and G sounds, where the G, it's a very similar sound, but it's the flipped version of the CK sound. And so, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that this is 2. So this will be the T sound, and then this is the flipped version of the EE sound, which is normally this. So this will be the OO sound. And then we do see this symbol. This is interesting. So we see TH. And we also see the sound. So I do think there are 2 different pronunciations of the and the hard the and soft the. Because this is almost certainly the. Now, this. I think. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit sketchy. However, what I've noticed is only 2 things so far have been split up on these vowel sounds. Specifically, this and this, which is or and air. Going off of that, this is probably another R sound. In fact, it's probably the sound I just made, which is R. I think we saw this earlier. And I just forgot to note it down. Yes, garden. So every single one of these that is split, I think, is an R sound. So this gives us far, and then something we don't know. However, we have in here, we have an or. but we don't know what that consonant is. That consonant being this. So, can we find anything else? This is on page 41. Let's see what 41 is again. Ah, that's this page. So, this will be tricky. But there's a couple of things we can identify already. Let's screen cap these. Let's see what we can do with these. I'll do these one at a time. Where'd my paint window go? There's a number of things here to break down. So let's see what we've got. So here we've got a symbol we recognize. This is the F. That's the F sound and that R sound. So this is far. And this is that same symbol we just looked at, I believe. Where we know that it's an OR sound, but we don't know that inside. However, we also see this one again, and we know that to be the, which I think is kind of fun. Here, you see the. This one is interesting. So what we see is we see effectively this symbol again. However, we see it with this and not the accompanying line. We don't know what that is yet. Then we also see this, which we know to be the D sound. Yes, we know this to be the D sound. Um, So we have this D sound, and then we have this sound, which we know to be an O sound. That's intriguing. I think what this is saying is that these are probably going to be a single word. And now we see these circles. So this, we see this sound. And do we have this one? We do. This is the B sound. But it's going to be second because it's also that. And this is the ooh. This is interesting. This is very interesting. The second, this is an L, followed by this. Oh, oubliette. Which is an archaic word. But oubliette means prison, which makes sense since this is the prison where the heir was. Yeah, the actual word, oh god. Yeah, so the actual word is spelled something like this. This is where having a good vocabulary comes in handy. Whoops. Okay. That's going to be oubliette. That's almost certainly what this is, because I do see that T sound. And that is... should be the S sound. Yes. So yeah, that's oubliette. Yeah, there it is, Max. Cool. I still don't know what this is. Let's see if we can break down this. So we've got let me take a better screenshot of this. And let's see how well I can recreate any of this. So we've got this. And we know this to be we've got this, which we know to be D. And then we've got this. This is something we haven't seen before. So I'm intrigued. Then oh no, No, that's not what that is at all, actually. Ah, it's tripping me up. Ha ha ha. Okay. We can use this as a way of locating where this is. So we know that this is the bottom of the letter. We know that this is going to be the letter, approximately. Presumably it will end here. Um, what this means is that there's another whole row of letters here. Um, yeah, okay. Or, oh, rotated. I don't know if that showed up on stream. I just, yeah, yeah. You can see me twisting my whole head around. I think you're right. Oh, very smart. Yeah, this is 6 letters. This is this. That's what that letter is. And this we are familiar with. This is this sound. Actually, sorry, hang on. It's the other way around. That's key. Then we have that. And we know this to be a Z sound. We can identify this as I think. At least we're pretty sure that's a Z sound. Then we've got this here. This we know is an N sound. And so this is no. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun to recognize. Um, then we've got this. And this is one of those that we still haven't figured out. And then this last one. Ah, wait. No, no, no. I'm reading this wrong. Sorry. Not a P. That's the outside. Because what this actually is this sound. Then we've got that. I believe. Now, this one we know to be... Oh, this is not quite the or sound. It's missing something. However, we know that this is something followed by an M. That's the M. And then this is something followed by a T, but we don't know what that letter is. In fact, let me also... Hopefully that shows up correctly. Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, God. So this is probably a key or a key. But I don't know the rest. Okay. Now we do know a couple things here. You were asking about this earlier. Let's see what we can do with this now. Okay. So right off the bat, we know this is S. We know that this is T-O. We know that this is L. And a soft eh. So this is probably stolen. Yes. Stolen. That's kind of fun. And then this one, I believe, is D. Oh, gosh. I forgot to write down my G sound. Where was that? Yeah, okay. So this one we should have. But do we not? Oh. This is a V. That's the V sound. Ah, And this is the I sound. So this is probably device. Stolen device. That makes sense based on, everything going on with it. This one... One sec. Okay. We've got a couple of things going on here. So this... We've seen this one many times before. This is the oo sound as well as an R. This might be ruined. Or ruined. We know this one. Yes. So this is ruin. This gives us an S followed by an E sound, and then I think this is one we don't have. Yes. So this is this. And this is one we don't have, which is good. Because we might be able to solve this one. And then what is this? Actually, let's do it like this. This was the CK. We don't know. This might be as in like That might be what this is. And I think that makes sense. Because this would be Rune Seekers. We have this one. This one is and then should also have this one. Oh! This one might be Arrival. Yeah, okay. I think we've identified a few more characters here. Yeah, Arrival. There you go. So this one is definitely R, and then this This is one of the ones I was. Oh no, wait. I had this one. This one is I. Um, but then we've got this one is new, actually. This one we have not identified. Um, but we know that this is a V. We know that this is an L. Arrival. So yes. I don't. That one I don't know how to write out. Oh. Hmm. Have we seen this one anywhere else? I don't know if we've seen it before. Hmm. Okay. I do think we can safely say that this is We know it probably was going to be an R sound anyway because it had two separate components, which is genius. Um, okay. What else can we do? You know what I'm going to do is I will look up a pronunciation guide for arrival. Just so I can kind of figure out. Yeah, I guess this is just another UH sound. It just means I kind of have two UH sounds. But I guess that makes sense because oh, you know what? Here's something else clever they've done. Let me draw this out really fast. So we have let's go to kind of an empty space here. This is the soft ass sound. But this is the hard ass sound. We've now just discovered that this is the soft sound, whereas this is the hard sound, which is genuinely fascinating how that works. With that in mind, we now also have insight onto this being the ah sound. But we don't know what this is. However, we've seen it. We've seen it up here. Yeah, me too. We've seen it here. We still don't know what it is, but I think it's pretty safe to say that this will be the hard sound. This does interesting things. Okay. I have a suspicion. So we know at this point. We know a couple of things. And let's see if I can deduce a couple of things. Let me find a good spot for this. So we know that this is a TH sound. We don't know what this is. We do, however, know that most things with similar sounds are flipped. In a similar vein, we have this and this. We are missing two sounds right now, which are the SH and CH sounds, both very similar, pronounced very similarly, but slightly different. These are flipped letters from each other, probably going to align to those two, as they're some of the only missing letters we still have. We also know that so far, the more lines there are, the more complicated this sound is, most likely. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So, don't know what this could be. This could be... No, I don't know. We have one other one, which is this one. And this one I don't know either. We are also still missing, as far as consonants go. So we have R, but we don't have this one. We have not found this one or this one. You're good. Have an excellent night. I don't actually know how much longer I'll be streaming myself. But I'm making such good headway on this. I want to get a little bit further. We are only missing a few sounds, though, at this point. Let me see. We might actually be able to figure something out. So we have HP here. HP looks like whoops. This is going to be something different because this is the O sound. But we have this somewhere. Where is it? Oh, this is the H. And then ah, I think this is hero. I'm pretty sure that this is hero. This, I think, is ear. I think that's the last of the R sounds that we're missing. So what I want to look for is I want to see if I could find any of the specific ones that I'm still trying to identify. Because if I can find them in context, that will help immensely. Ah, I think, yes, I think we've got something we can use. I think we need to translate this because I see towards the end of this sentence here, right? Where was that? Right here. Oops. That's one of the things that I'm still missing. So, what is this going to look like? This is... Let's go up here. This is fa. No, sorry. Vowel comes first. Because of the dot. So, this is the ah sound. F. Then we've got this symbol. And then we've got another one. Got this one again, which is good because I still need to identify it. But we know this one. We know that this is 2. We know this is V. Let's do this actually. Offers. This is probably like offerings, something like that. Offerings to the air. And then this should be give. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Give. And this one, this is where it's a little sketchy. We know the R sound. And we know that this is a P, but we don't know what that vowel is. However, I think this is power. Yes, I think this is power. Which tells us what that letter is. And then we know that this is N. This is the soft the. Oh, you know what? This is probably NG. Ing. That's what that is. Offerings. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Did not occur to me that that could be a sound. But now we've got an or sound and a CK. What is this? Oh, corporeal? Yeah, this is the E sound. E. And if that is correct. Yeah, so that's corporeal. Which then gives us form, most likely. No. Realm, I believe. Yes. Yes. Offerings to the air give power in the corporeal realm. There we go. That's fun. And let's see if I can learn anything about any of my other missing letters here. What I'm looking for does not appear to be here. Ah, never mind. I see one of the letters I needed to confirm. So let's see what I can do to translate this. I'm starting to learn it already. Ah, but they've thrown another letter at me that I don't know. Oh, this is tough because it's only a single syllable. However, we do know this is something ooh. This might be U. This might be the Y sound. I think that's the Y. Yes. I am dead certain that that's the Y. So this is U. You are. This is A for sure. Okay. Now we've got another thing that we're missing. But this is followed up again. Where did that go? That's that same. Very similar. Very similar. Oh, and this is that R sound. Oh, that's intriguing. Okay. This is of. We've seen this one before. And then. Yeah? Is this yourself? This? Okay. R? This might be the SH sound. Oh, it is the SH sound. It's not an R sound, it's the O sound. I missed the line. So this is SH. That is excellent. I was 100% on the money on that. That makes me very happy. Yep, and there's. You are a shadow of yourself. So we know that one. Let's see, this is an N after. Oh, God. Starting to get real. Oh, so this is and. And that's a the, we know that. I think this is false. And then what is this? Oh boy. It's getting real hard to focus on these. This is gifts. Which I guess this isn't really an EH so much as it's an IH sound. That's of, and then what have we got? This is air again. Oh boy, I'm way off the keyboard. And I believe this is have? I think that's a V. Yeah. Have. Oh, we're almost there. Effect. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Excellent. We're making good progress. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm getting really tired. It's getting really hard to focus on this. But what I will do is we will open up our page with all the symbols on it. And I'm going to transfer my notes over. I did finish with the treasures. You know what? You know what I just realized? There's something real fun we can do. I haven't gone back to the treasure room since I got the last treasure. So I think that's the plan here. Let's go check that out before we call it here. Translated? Translated is questionable. Did I find it? Yes. That said, I should pull that up again. First... Oh, I thought... It's actually right in the old house, isn't it? I continue to be amazed by how many secrets this game manages to hold. No, I don't remember. Oh, no! I haven't found this one yet. I'm sorry. I was thinking about something completely different. So you know what? I'm gonna go grab that file. After I do... Here's what I'm gonna do. Is first, I'm gonna take these. We're gonna write down. We're gonna transfer over my notes. Actually, no. We'll do that at the end. But never fear. The secrets are still safe. I have not translated it yet. But let's see what we can do. We've got a the. I know that one by now. This game still has secrets, and it's incredible. It's genuinely incredible. Okay, what is that one again? Is that... I think this is safe? No. That can't be right. Could it be? So let's see, this is a T sound. This is a T and an I-ish. Test. Page 1 of page 54, huh? We'll get there. So that's an F and an EH sound. This I'm pretty confident is feather. Yeah, that's feather. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense in context. Oh, there's even more? Oh, God. Um, this translation has to be wrong. It is wrong. Hold on. That's not a space there. That word continues. Okay. So what is that really? That's an F. Softest. That's softest is what that is. Okay. Now, this is K sound. Oh, corrected? Corrected. Oh, look at all these circles. Okay. Is this the same? Yeah, what's that consonant? Oh, the line breaks are syllables. That's interesting. That's really fun. Okay. 11? This is times. Definitely times. Departed. Oh. W? This is once. This is more. This hasn't helped at all. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I suppose I should probably translate this text too, huh? Oh, let's check 51. I want to double. I'm starting to be able to actually read this a little bit, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so that's all that's gonna be. Okay. Oh, I really hope that this is a hidden boss. I really hope this is a hidden boss. Love that the golden path is in gold. I can actually read that now. Okay. What the hell? Do I have to... Oh no. Okay. Let's go look. Down here? No, wouldn't be that simple, of course. Okay. This one, I may need to continue to translate a lot. I just don't know what softest feather is. Huh. Oh, I think you just said the exact thing I was just thinking. Softest feather. Down. But corrected. Down. Corrected 11 times. I appreciate that they also put this puzzle in water so that you can view the hint anytime you need it. Translated this correctly. Oh, wait a second. I had to rotate this puzzle and I did it. Didn't I? Oh crap, this was so long ago. I don't... What's that? What page was that? 28. Oh. Oh god, I can't remember what I did for this one. This is like 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember what I did 2 days ago. I don't think it was a secret treasure here. Oh, I remember what 28 and 34 was. That was the weather vane. Okay. What was a hint for this one? damn it. What was it? I swear I remember having to rotate this one, unless it was just a case of not inputting it correctly. Does not help that I'm totally brain fried right now, too. Just because it's been a long day. Tell me anything. Of course not. Gonna wiggle for a second. Just a hunch. Didn't think so. Huh. That somehow worked out correctly. I don't know. I'm kind of out of ideas right now. Okay. Definitely departed once more. Ah. Okay. I may have to come back to this one with fresh pair of eyes. I don't want to, but I may have to. Man, okay. Can't do anything with this. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I was already thinking about wrapping up pretty soon because I am very tired. And we are coming up on 4 hours, so it's been a stream day. So let's do this. Let's grab this. And let's write some things in here, now that I know a few of these things. And these don't really make sense to anybody except me, but that's okay. That was bad. Still don't know what that one is, but I know that this is I. I know that this is ow. I know that this is O and air. And then consonants. M, N, N, G. Also, That's pretty cool. G is right below it. There's G, there's the K sound, there's the D sound. P, B, T, D. Still don't know either of these, but we do have F, V. Still don't know this one, but we do have TH. We have the S, Z, SH. Haven't confirmed, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a CH. There's an H, R, Y, W, L. Cool. So there's my wonderful page of insanity. In the meantime, I'm gonna wrap up here because I am horribly tired. Max, thank you for coming by again. Anybody else who's still here, thank you for dropping by. I am going to raid somebody. I'm gonna drag you guys over to Tori, who's currently playing Cult of the Lamb, I think. But yeah, have an excellent night, you guys. Yeah, I think I was hoping to get a lot more done. I did get a lot done. I was hoping to get even more done. Um, but I think next time I come back to this, I will start powering through and translating tons of stuff out of the book. Um, next stream, I might be taking a break from Tunic to actually play Cult of the Lamb myself. But I do plan to come back to Tunic in the very near future. I want to continue breaking apart this game's secrets, and I may start speedrunning it. I may start doing speedruns. But yeah, have an excellent night, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye bye. Oh, didn't pick up my hand very well. That's okay.